Reticulated python.
Yeah, I know.
26 feet. Out of 41 species, the reticulated python is the longest python and snake on record. The longest known reticulated python measured 26.2 feet long.
Oh my God.
Longer than 5 grand pianos lined up. It was found at a construction site in Malaysia in April 2016 and died shortly after its capture, Live Science previously reported.
Oh, sorry you died, buddy.
The Malaysian snake was longer than Medusa, the longest captive snake in the world, which measured in at 25.1 feet, according to Guinness World Records.
Holy smokes. What made them consider using a grand piano as a unit of measure, though? We'll talk about snakes. I don't know how often the two come together, you know? Grand piano in one hand, snake in the other. Who knows?
This sucks because I also just did the video on like weird things animals swallowed, and I'm just thinking, okay, I'm 5'6", right? If it's 26 feet, that's at least 2.5 of me, right? That's probably very bad math. I'm not even mad about it.
The fact that they found this record-breaking snake on a construction site, imagine being there, you know? You're just like pushing a wheelbarrow, carrying some tools, all of a sudden 26.5 foot snake whoosh, right by you. What do you even do at that point? You just give up on the building? Just it's no longer being constructed, we're all going home? I think that's a good call.
Like they can just swallow you and that's it, and you're just kind of stuck, you know? Like you're just kind of stuck there. That freaks me out. I mean, I actually think snakes are very cute. Sorry about it. I think they're cute. I think it got a little boop snoop, you know, just boop.
The appropriately named Goliath beetle, genus named Goliathus, is never seen in the wild outside of the tropical forests of Africa, which is a good thing, since this insect weighs as much as a full-grown gerbil. However, there's a big asterisk attached to the Goliath beetle's world biggest bug title.
Is there?
This insect is twice as large as a larva than it is as a full-grown adult.
What?
If you're feeling adventurous, you can raise your very own Goliath beetle. Experts advise, seriously, a diet of packed dog food or cat food.
What?
Either wet or dry will do just fine.
What do you mean what do you mean the larva is bigger? Okay, I don't like beetles.
Oh my God. You're feeding your bug like a dog? Holy smokes.
One time, I put my shoe in like a water shoe that when I was on vacation, and there was like a cockroach that crawled out of it. So every time I see beetles, I'm like, no.
I mean, they just look pretty wicked, to be honest. Isn't it like, don't people do like Goliath beetle like competitions? Like they bring their biggest, beefiest bugs to duke it out in like bug Mortal Kombat? It's pretty wicked. That's honestly like, that's not even scary, that's just cool. Like I feel like beetles are just like pretty badass, you know?
But you know, what's hilarious is like beetles, but like big snakes, nah. I don't understand it either, it's okay.
Like people are afraid of spiders, people are afraid of centipedes, but beetles are wicked. And you're not gonna find one of these like chilling in your home, like trying to eat your snacks, right? Like they're hard to find in the wild, as said in the video. That's crazy. Just imagine holding one. Like what would that feel like? Just the exoskeleton so big, weighted like a freaking gerbil. Oh my goodness. And it looks like they've got some pretty powerful claws too, the way they dig into that little tree stump they're on. Hello everybody and welcome back to Top 10 Central Dark, your place for all things horror. I'm your host, Keegan Hughes.
And I'm Rachel Fisher, and here we are on Top Central Dark.
And these are the biggest animals you
won't believe exist. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be mind blown this morning. Who needs coffee? Not me. That's not true. I need coffee like in my veins every day.
I am already in a state of disbelief, and it's probably gonna become worse as we go on. We're gonna see some animals that will blow my mind, will blow your mind. Let me know what blows your mind in the comments.
All right, let's move on. Let's do this.
Zeus is the name that was given to quite possibly the tallest dog to ever exist. He was a Great Dane who was 1.118 meters or 44 inches tall when measured in October 2011.
I wanted a big name for a big dog and knew that he would be large.
Of course he did.
This prized canine was owned by Denise Dorlag and her family in Otsego, Michigan. Zeus wasn't just tall either. He packed plenty of meat on his bones,
excellent,
weighing up to 70 kilograms.
Oh, this is quality content. That's perfect. He doesn't know he's that big, you know? Like dogs don't know, but we know, and I just wanna collapse on the floor with a guy like that. Just
Marmaduke right there. That's the real life comic strip. He's just walking around. Those legs, man, that dog is so far off the ground. Like, you could get like a couple other dogs riding piggyback to go under him when he's just standing up straight. Like, that's insane.
So safe. So safe. Oh, I love it. Oh, what a great way to start the day.
It's not a lap dog. Imagine like he thinks he's one of those dogs that thinks he's a lap dog. So he's sitting on the couch and all of a sudden he's right on top of you. Just all 70 kilos of him as you're trying to watch TV, trying to see around his big head so you can watch Modern Family or whatever. Oh man, what a pooch.
I gotta admit, I feel a little sorry for this guy. He might look impressive, but I can't imagine how difficult it must be navigating through trees on a daily basis with
That poor
headgear like
dude.
this guy.
Oh, buddy.
The steer named Lurch
That's rough.
is gonna make an
Lurch?
appearance in the record books for many years to come after recording possibly
Oh.
the biggest set of horns on a steer ever.
Right on, buddy. Oh, man.
I didn't even know what to say about that. Those just look like jousting lances coming out the side of his head. Just, those are enormous.
That poor guy, he's just like, nom, 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 with his big horn. Oh, I swore. Sorry, guys. With his big horns?
It's like Satan from Tenacious D or that big red guy from Legend. Just those are just absolutely phenomenally large horns.
There's just like the small cow next to him and there's that frame. It's just like, hey, that poor guy. I hope he doesn't get made fun of like Rudolph did.
God, yeah, that's gotta suck. That's gotta be unwieldy as all get out. You can't walk anywhere without just clipping it off the side of something. My goodness, do you think they're heavy? I bet you they're heavy. Are they like deer or stags where it's like they'll fall off eventually? I don't think so, eh? They're not gonna shed those at any point.
The poor guy. That poor guy, man. I love it.
I don't know if I believe that. This to me smacks a little questionable. It's one of those, I gotta see it to believe it. Until I can like grab one of them with my hand.
Imagine
gonna be a
being labeled
liger.
as the largest living cat on the
Yes.
planet. You'd really feel like the king of the jungle.
You are.
Hercules is that
Herc.
cat.
Absolutely.
This is our big friend Apollo, and he is a liger.
He lives at the Myrtle Beach Safari in South Carolina, USA. He is an adult male liger,
You dude.
which is a
What a
hybrid of the lion and tigress.
What a dude.
His total length is 3.33 meters, and he weighs 418 kilos.
It's a real big cat. You gotta spend a lot on catnip for even to get that effect. Oh my goodness.
Big boy. What a big boy. Oh my god. I mean, I knew ligers existed because of Napoleon Dynamite. You know? It's a liger.
Napoleon Dynamite would be real impressed. The liger? It's a liger.
That's another animal I just want to like curl up with and be like, it's okay. You could kill me, but you won't because you're just too big. Why would you? You know? He just looks lazy.
What do you do with an animal that size, especially one that, you know, has teeth like that and a hankering for meat?
As soon as I saw like the like lion-esque being, I was like, it's gonna be a liger. I love a liger. I'm in for a liger.
Do you think it knows that it's the biggest one? Like, does it meet any other ligers and just like realize that it's like 150% bigger?
This absolute beast of a horsey is
tank.
one of the largest draft horses on the
This isn't a
planet.
horse.
More specifically known as the Dutch Draft.
Damn.
They are a Dutch breed of horse that can reach truly massive sizes. So it's fortunate that they're known to have a nice, calm temperament, or else they could probably kick the absolute gubbins out of everyone and take over the planet. Given their muscle, they are often used for draft work.
Wow.
The horse in the photo is one of the largest currently alive, weighing almost 800 kilograms.
Oh my goodness. That's not a horse, that's a full-on tank.
I love how that woman is trying so hard, you know? Like, and the only way she's able to do that is because the horse is letting her.
Look at this tiny person besides the horse holding on to it with one rope. This person is not doing anything. They're along for the ride at this point. They're wearing rollerblades, and the horse is gonna run off, and they're gonna ride it forever and ever because there's no way that a person tugging on that horse would do anything. The horse is not even aware that that person's there.
But it's so cute when they're like, oh, gentle giant. Because I do feel like some animals, the bigger they get, the less scary they are, you know? Even though they probably could kill you, like bigger dogs usually are like, oh, I love you, man. But smaller dogs are like, I'm gonna get you. Same with horses.
That's a magical, mystical fairy tale horse that only the King of Kings rides. It can eat you and swallow you whole, and you contribute to its muscle mass.
They're just gentle, but also very smart, so watch out. Watch out for a horsey.
This is the kind of creature where it's like you realize how small you truly are. Like, it's just, you look at it and you're like, damn, I'm gonna die someday. I'm not immortal.
The Goliath frog is the world's largest frog. It is able to grow up to 32 centimeters in length and can weigh up to 4 kilograms. They can only be found along the equator of Western Africa. These creatures aren't dangerous and can live up to the age of 21 when in
21?
captivity.
21-year-old
They die
frog?
young in the wild as they fall prey to giant lizards and crocodiles there.
Yeah, that is something I've actually never seen. That's, I didn't even, what?
That's one hell of a frog. Like, that reminds me of like Gamakichi from Naruto, if anybody knows that one. It's not a toad, it's a frog, but like, it's got the same stance, it's got the same look in its eyes.
I like frogs. Like, I remember collecting tadpoles and being like, oh, they're so cool. But then there's one frog that like gives birth in its back, and it freaks me out. And ever since then, I've just been like, ooh, frogs. But I don't know if I could be mad at that or afraid of it.
So giant lizards and giant crocodiles are eating giant frogs. I feel like those giant lizards and crocodiles would be freakier than this.
You're trying your best. And they're very impressive.
Are these like the frog's legs that the French like to eat? Like, I feel like that's a delicacy that I personally have never had. And I remember like a bunch of jokes being made about frogs' legs in like the cartoons I watched growing up. Are these the frogs that have the legs that people want? Because they've got some beef on those.
These tiny insects can be a nuisance on their own. Now picture
That
one
woman.
that's 4 times the size of a regular fly.
I don't want to,
and a
though.
lot more
That's the
stubborn.
thing.
The Midas fly is what we're talking about. It can be as long as 10 centimeters in length and have a wingspan of 6 centimeters. But the good thing is that it's only found in arid areas.
good, yeah.
Not just anywhere.
Does it sting? Does it bite? Does it hurt you? You gotta know.
That is a good thing, because point is, it can still fit under my foot. That's so mean.
I feel like these could be the protein in the future, you know, just to really gross everyone out. Like, if we just started like freeze drying these and covering them in like Cheeto powder, you know, and get lots of protein in there, a good crunch.
At what point? At what point? There's more of them than there are of us, right?
As a society, we're ready to move on to bug-based meals. Delicious.
The largest
Oh,
crab in the
come
world
on.
and also the most expensive. It is almost 4 meters
Oh,
long.
it's a Lego
and stretched
city.
out from claw to claw. But it is very unlikely for you to come across any, as they live far below the water's surface. To get one, you'll have to go fishing specifically for them. They need special equipment as their sharp claws can cause nasty injuries. But it seems as though they're tasty enough to be worth the risk. If you fancy a Japanese spider crab for your next meal, then head on over to Okinawa and have your dreams come to life for $500.
What? Oh man, my tummy started gurgling because I do enjoy some crab. I will say that is my absolute favorite delicacy. Get out of here.
$500 for crab? I guess it would be pretty tasty. I don't know. I feel like that it looks too big to be tasty. Just all the bug meat in there, you know? Like, crustaceans are just the bugs of the sea. Ugh.
Crabs. The reason that one freaked me out is because they are like sea spiders. And that is what is it, a spider crab? 4 meters, man. 4 meters.
I don't know if I could get past the fact that it looks like that, you know? Like, I don't know if I want to be like, you know, like slurping the insides out of some shells, if that's what's gonna be staring me down. They keep the eyeballs there, everything. Oh gosh.
Earthworms are
don't
quite
want
grotty
to.
when you look at them closely. But when you bump into this breed, it will be difficult to get any closer if you're squeamish about these sorts of crawlers. The average earthworm is about 1 meter in length, but these ones can grow 3 times longer and be about 3 inches in diameter. They can easily be confused for an adult snake. You won't come across these creepy crawlers often though. They only exist deep in the wild around Sumiko Volcano.
Ugh. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I don't know if I was ready for that, to be aware of a worm that size.
I thought that was gonna be one of those massive millipedes. You know, like the big black ones? Have you ever seen those? I thought it was gonna be like that. And I garden too, so these shouldn't be that scary to me, but it's just like, imagine just digging in your garden and seeing that.
You know, we all grew up finding earthworms in the grass. You know, when it rains, you see a couple plastered on the sidewalk. But, you know, they're like, you know, like from here to here, and they're, you know, little itty bitty baby, like straw size, you know, like drinking straws. And then there's these guys that are snaky, absolutely beefed up, incredible.
Oh my God, and imagine if it rained, and then like just, you know when worms come up after it rains? And then just dozens of them just coming on out to play, coming on. Nobody wants to see that, and you'd be like tiptoeing everywhere and crying. I mean, I would be.
I'm not gonna be going near those volcanoes because I don't know if my mind could handle actually encountering an earthworm this size.
That's like a creature from Archie's Weird Mysteries. You know what I mean? That's just something nobody wants to see. That's just something nobody wants to see. They can stay underground.
And that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching.
Come back for more creepy things.
Make sure you stick around for some bloopers.
You know you want to. You know I'll be here. So I'll see you next time.
Oh my God, the image. What is this thing? 3.
Oh God. Already? What is that? Okay.
Lucy just slacked me, so I'm gonna respond to her. Sorry, guys.
In the best. What? That's okay. We're moving on already. Let's go.
Imagine just swimming, like you're like deep sea diving one day, and just one of those, you know, 5 feet off the ocean floor, you just see those legs. I think that would be my last swim for a little while.
I'm happy that I got to see a dog, and that sad little horn guy. Little horn guy. He's a very big horn guy. Big horn guy. And the horse, that was nice, but all the rest, man. What do we? Oh, and ligers. Wait, I forgot about the liger. We love a liger. Can't get mad at a liger. No way. But the other stuff, okay, really? Come on. Let's not contest that. Those are terrifying beings.